All right, what do you know? I am live at 5. Very excited to be celebrating the book birthday for my brand new release, The Man Next Door, and hoping a lot of you will be joining in and having some fun with me. And this is going to be a really good time. I have my little birthday cake candle ready. Do, do, do. And I've got my book ready so we can be singing happy birthday to the man next door. And my sweetie Gerhardt is sitting with me and kind of keeping an eye on things and trying to keep an eye on what's going on Facebook. He may end up having to look over my shoulder because we usually have some kind of technical challenges. And hi, some of you have already arrived. I see our first Instagram is here. Hello, Allison. It's good to see you. I see that Nancy has come in from Wisconsin. Hey, hey, Cindy. Cindy is here, one of my Washington girls. And Gerhardt, you still having trouble finding me? Okay, he'll just have to look over my shoulder. That's the way that goes. Susie Baldwin is here. Thank you for coming. And hi, Corrine. So glad to see so many of you showing up. Guys, make sure you have a pencil and paper handy because we are going to play a game. You cannot have a party and not play a game, right? So if you don't have that handy, I'm going to give you a minute to run and get what you need. And by the way, Gerhardt, Cindy says hi to you.
Hello.
So he's here trying his best to monitor things, and thank heaven I've got him around to help. It really helps. Diane is here. Hi, Diane. Remind me where you're coming from. Most of the names I recognize now, but I still don't have it down where all of you are from. But you know, I'm getting there. And so we have somebody else who's joins us on Instagram. Thank you for joining us. And those of you who are coming in late, you're going to want pencil and paper. We're going to play a game. And of course, there are always prizes. We're giving away, these are collectible, my little recipe cards with the cover of the book, and on the back is the recipe. And this is really good. This is for black bean brownies. So our top 3 people that we pick, or whoever we find first, is going to get one of those. I see 2 of my Sheila girls are here now. That's great. Hey, Kelly, thanks for joining. Melanie Borelli is here. Thank you. And Mary Ann is here from Phoenix. All right, this is great. So this is going to be very fun. And I know I'm repeating this, but I know as a brawl coming in, I want to make sure you know you want to have your pencil and paper handy because we're going to play a game. So, and we'll do that in just a minute here. But first, I'll tell you a couple of things. Last weekend, it was really fun. I was at the Utah Readers Luncheon, and my friend Rayanne Thane was there. And this is why you must be present to win. We were hanging out, and she signed a copy of her brand new book, Snow Kissed. And someone's going to win that today as a door prize. So how cool is that? Melanie is from Central New York. Okay, got it. Cool. Oh, what, Melanie, your local B&N isn't getting my book? What is that about? You need to, are they going to order it in for you? Hopefully they are. That's Barnes and Noble they're different now. Each store kind of runs individually. It used to be one big conglomerate, and you would talk to the main person in charge, and they would order books for all the stores. And they don't do that now. All the stores are individual, run by individual bookstores, indie stores. And so if you do have a Barnes and Noble near you, and you don't see the book, please ask them to order it in. Oh, Corinne says she's listening to Snow Kissed right now. A great book. I kind of hate to give, I'll have to, of course, I haven't ordered my own copy. I'll have to break down and order my own copy of that since I'm giving this way away. Diana's come from Peoria. Hi. About another 5 minutes, then we're going to start our game. So anyway, so that's what I did this last weekend, and that's why I have that fun book to give away. And I'll give away one of mine too. This is the smaller version of the 12 Months of Christmas, and it's one of my favorite Christmas books. So somebody's going to win that also. Gerhardt's kind of keeping track of comments and who's here, and he will be drawing a name a little bit later on in the afternoon or evening, depending on where you are. So, oh, yay. Karen says the man next door is here. I'm really surprised. This is really selling like crazy, at least on Amazon. But please, if you haven't ordered yet, feel free to go on there and order. Or again, get your local indie store or your local Barnes & Noble to order a copy for you. They will do that. So, Very cool. Anyway, Minnesota is here. All right, that's very cool. Crazy weather all over the country. We just had the windstorm to end all windstorms yesterday here in our neck of the woods, but everything's beautiful now, just in time for our party. So that is really, really cool. So anyway, so a little bit about the book. I'm sure most of you, if you've been around at all on social media, have heard a little bit about it, but let me give you just the thumbnail view. This is kind of a Sheila rewrite of the classic movie Rear Window. Again, this is such a cool cover. I don't know if you can see it or not there, but we've got the two women spying on the guy. And then we've got the shadow of the man in the shades. It's pretty fun. And it says, loving your neighbor can be murder. Yes, Gerhard. Okay, Gerhard, it's good. Gerhard has got connection. All right, this is a good thing. So we're both watching for comments on both Facebook and Instagram. So Instagrammers, feel free to comment. Anyway, so let me tell you just a quick bit about this. Again, like I think I just said, it's a rewrite of Rear Window. And I thought, wouldn't that be fun if I kind of gave that a fresh spin? So that's what I did. So we have our character Louise. I love Louise. There's a lot of me and Louise, I have to say. Louise goes on a singles cruise. She's a widow and she's looking for the next lucky Mr. Louise. And she is doing the Cupid shuffle and she shuffles right over a deck chair and breaks her leg. So now Louise is stuck at home. Fortunately, her daughter Zona is with her. Not fortunately for Zona, because she has had great financial issues and has had to move back home with mom. And so, but she's there to take care of mom. And now, lo and behold, we have this sexy new neighbor who's moved in next door. And mom is thinking, that could be the perfect man for my daughter. I mean, she struck out twice with men, but the third tries the charm, right? Except things get a little fishy over there. A woman shows up, must be a girlfriend. And all of a sudden, they are hearing fighting and all kinds of bad things. And then the woman goes missing. And so now what has happened? Well, if anybody has watched the movie Rear Window, that old classic, well, you know what happens. Somebody gets bumped off. And so, of course, Louise is sure this is happening. And oh my, it all unravels from there. So, Melanie, your husband introduced you to Rear Window. That's pretty fun. Anyway, so that's the book in a nutshell. It's very fun. And Debbie has made it from Zephyr Hills High. We've got 3 of our Insta people with us, so I'm happy to see that. Thanks for joining us, you guys. Insta people, be sure and also please tell me where you're ringing in from, not your whole address. I just want to know what state you're in. That's always fun to know. So you guys, you all got your pens and pencils, right? And your papers, so we can do our trivia quiz. This particular trivia game is going to be movie trivia. And we're going to start that in just a minute here. So man, I don't know how many of you are movie buffs. Do we have any people who like the old classic movies out there? If you do, throw out one of your favorite classic movies, your old movie that you love to do. And these days, classics can be from the 80s, right? I mean, time keeps changing. Oh, we've got a knock coming at the door. Gerhard will take care of that. A delivery, it looks like. How fun is that? Anyway, we'll deal with that later. Who knows? It might be flowers from our son because he's always doing fun things like that. We shall see. Anyway, flowers from somebody, but we'll check him out in a minute here. Anyway, yeah. Bye, thank you. Thank you for the flowers. Garrett's going to check and see what that is. Oh, classic movie, The Ghost of Mrs. Muir. You can go ahead and check it out because it might be something we'll want to show online. You never know. That was such a great movie. If you're looking for a fun Halloween movie, guys, it's an old and adorable, sweet classic movie, The Ghost of Mrs. Muir. I watch that all the time, and every year I cry at the ending. It's just, oh, Sergeant York. I remember that movie. I saw it once, way back a long time ago. And Breakfast at Tiffany's. Yeah, and that is certainly a classic now. Audrey Hepburn. And Charade. Oh, that's one of my favorite. How many out there have seen Charade? That is just one of the best ever. I love that movie. That's a great one. The African Queen. Oh, yes. Humphrey Bogart towing the little boat through the swamp and getting eaten by slugs or what were those?
Leeches.
Oh, yeah, leeches. There's a reason I have Gerhard with me. Oh, Wait Until Dark. That's another really good one. Really suspenseful. Oh my, yeah. So many good older movies out there, you know, that you can watch. I know there are good movies now too, but sometimes it's kind of fun to take a trip through time and watch some of those old movies. And if you haven't seen Rear Window, well, you might want to watch that and then compare that to The Man Next Door. So everybody got your paper and pencil? Hopefully you're ready. All White Christmas. Yeah, it's almost time for Christmas movies, you guys. Okay, we're going to start our show here. Our game. I'm going to thank your heart. Going to grab my little piece of paper with the questions. Are you all ready? Somebody show me a thumbs up if you're ready for a game. And then we're going to start and we'll see who wins this fabulous prize of the recipe card. Who's this from?
Angela.
Oh, my sweet little publicist, one of them, Angela, sent flowers. Let's do a show and tell. How sweet is this? Oh my gosh, I love flowers. Don't you love getting flowers? That's so fun. So a big shout out thank you to Angela. Okay, I see thumbs up. So we're going to start. Everybody's ready? Christy Sterling is here. Pam is here. Finally, she says. All right. Yes.
Don't write the answers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you guys. Yeah, Gerhardt's reminding me. You guys, don't share your answers when I'm asking the questions, because that just irritates people. And we don't want to irritate anybody. I'm going to give you a chance to share your answers when we've had all the questions and we're done. But for right now, just write your answers down. So here we go. We're going to do Instagram people who have just joined us. I hope you've got your phone or pencil and paper handy, because we're going to do a classic movie pop quiz. So let's see how you all do. You guys, here we go. Question number 1. And again, don't write your answers. Don't show your answers on screen. I'll give you a chance, though.
Don't look up your answers.
Gerhardt says don't look up the answers. None of you would do that, right? I'm sure you would not. Okay, number 1. What famous director directed Rear Window? What famous director directed Rear Window? Again, don't share your answer yet. I'll give you a chance. Number 2. The movie The Birds was based on a short story by what famous woman writer? What famous writer? She wrote a short story and it turned into the movie The Birds. Who wrote that? Okay, number 3. What classic movie has a famous scary shower scene? I have a feeling you'll all get that one right. What famous movie has a scary shower scene? Number 4. What best-selling mystery writer had several movies made from her novel? Now, that could be a lot of mystery writers, so I'll give you a clue. She's no longer alive, and she's British. There are a lot of British ones out there, too, aren't there? She has a memorial to her right in the middle of London. That's all the clues I'm given. Okay. What actress left Hollywood to become a princess? What actress left Hollywood to become a princess? Number 5. Number 6. Jimmy Stewart starred in Rear Window. What other Alfred Hitchcock movies did he star in? I'll give you a hint. There were 1, 2, 3. 3 different movies, actually, that Jimmy Stewart starred in that Alfred Hitchcock directed. Okay, that was number 6. Number 7. What famous actress's mother got attacked in the shower in the movie Psycho? What famous actress's mother got attacked in the shower? Number 8. What 2 robots were Luke Skywalker's best friend? What 2 robots were Luke Skywalker's best friends? Okay, hope I'm not going too fast. Number 9, how many movies were Jimmy Stewart and Kim Novak in together? Some of these you young'uns are going to have a hard time with, Some of you might be going, who's Kim Novak? You'll have to look it up later. Okay, number 10. What was the name of the cat in the movie Bell, Book, and Candle? What was the name of the cat in the movie Bell, Book, and Candle? And number 11, our last question. What was Alfred Hitchcock's biggest selling movie? What was the biggest movie of all his many that he did in his career? And he directed a ton. Okay, that's it. I'm going to go back real quickly and I'll read them again, and then we'll see how your answers went. Okay, number 1 was what famous director directed Rear Window? The Birds was based on a short story by what famous writer? Number 3, what classic movie has a famous scary shower scene? 4, what best-selling mystery writer had several movies made from her novel? She's British. What actress, number 5, what actress left Hollywood to become a princess? Number 6, Jimmy Stewart starred in Rear Window. What other Alfred Hitchcock movies did he star in? There were actually 2. I think I said 3 earlier, but I misspoke. Okay, number 7, what famous actress's mother got attacked in the shower in a movie? Number 8, what 2 robots were Luke Skywalker's best friends? Number 9, how many movies were Jimmy Stewart and Kim Novak in together? And number 10, what was the name of the cat in the movie Bell, Book, and Candle? And what was Alfred Hitchcock's biggest selling movie? Now we'll check the answers. Oh, by the way, Pam, I just saw your post that Allegra is telling you that I have a new book out today. Wasn't that nice of her? Okay. All right, let's go through the answers. Who got number 1? What do you think the answer to number 1 was? What's the famous director who directed Rear Window? Go ahead and post your answers now. Let's see here. I'm looking. All right, the answer was Alfred Hitchcock. Did anybody get Alfred Hitchcock? If you said Alfred Hitchcock, oh, I'm seeing some stuff coming on the Instagram. Yep, Dorothy posted Alfred Hitchcock. That is correct. Okay, so if you said Hitchcock, there, now I'm seeing some coming in. You were correct. Let's move on to number 2. Who wrote the short story that The Birds was based on? I love this author. She's written some other books, and once I see an answer from somebody, I'll tell you, those of you who don't know, what those books are. So who wrote the story based on, who wrote the story that The Birds was based on? Gerhard is keeping tabs, so be sure you put up your, answers. He's going to, when you, at the end, when we're doing counting, he'll be making note. Yeah, no idea. Did anybody get that one? That was a hard one. Okay, I'm not sure if any of you got that, but the person who wrote the short story that the movie The Birds was based on was Daphne du Maurier. And Daphne du Maurier also wrote the book Rebecca, classic novel. And she's written some others too, and I can't remember off the top of my head. There was one about smugglers, and can't think of the name of that one off the top of my head. But Daphne, yeah. Oh, Mommy, you had it right. Hi, Mommy. I just met Mommy last weekend at the Utah Readers Luncheon. How fun to see you here. Yes, Daphne du Maurier. If you put that down, that was correct. Okay, so number 3. What classic movie had that famous scary shower scene? Remember that one? Oh, Nancy says she's never heard of Daphne du Maurier. You need to read Rebecca. Oh, Jamaica Inn. That was the one I was trying to think of. Thank you, Suzanne. That was a great book too. Yep. Okay, so Psycho. Psycho is the answer to number 3. Okay, number 4. Who's the best-selling mystery writer who had so many movies made from her books? And she's British. And she's no longer with us. I'm waiting. Agatha Christie. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, Diane has it right. So does Anne. Very good. Yes, Agatha Christie. I don't know if any of you have been to London and gotten a chance to see that really cool memorial to Agatha Christie, but it's really awesome. Okay. All right. So we're moving on to number 5. What actress left Hollywood to become a princess? I will tell you now. It was Grace Kelly. She became Princess of, I'll say it wrong, Monaco. Anyway, Grace Kelly. If you said Grace Kelly, you got it right. Oh, Meghan Markle, that's a good guess. But we're looking for Grace Kelly, the vintage actress who left Hollywood and said, I'm just going to go become royalty now. So yes, if you had Grace Kelly, give yourself a plus because you got it right. All right, so now the question about what movies did Jimmy Stewart star in that Alfred Hitchcock directed? And Rear Window, of course. Also, there was a movie Rope. That was an early movie with Alfred. And then there was the one, The Man Who Knew Too Much. So those are the three. You got all three right, give yourself a point. Yeah, Vertigo. Oh, I didn't say Vertigo. You're right. That's what's missing on my thing. I'm so sorry. Yes, Vertigo was one too. So we have Rope, Rear Window, The Man Who Knew Much. Oh, there it is in my writing. I couldn't read it. And Vertigo. So those are the ones that he was in. I tell you what, why don't you give yourself an extra point for each one that you got right? Okay. So that means they would have, let's see, 3 extra points, right? Gerhardt, did I do my math right? Okay, so 3 extra points. All right. Gerhardt will help me remember. Yes. The Man Who Knew Much. Yep. Okay, so those are the answers. Rope, Rear Window, The Man Who Too Much, can't talk tonight. The Man Who Knew Too Much, and Vertigo. Okay. All right, so now our next one. What famous actress's mother got attacked in that famous shower scene? Did anybody put Jamie Lee Curtis? It was her mother who had to do that scene, and from things that I'd read, it just kind of scarred her for life when it came to taking showers. So, but her mother was Janet Leigh, and her father was Tony Curtis. Yep, Janet Leigh. If you said Janet Leigh, no, excuse me, Janet Leigh was the mom. If you said Jamie Lee Curtis, that's the correct answer. We're looking for Jamie Lee Curtis. All right, guys, if you said Jamie Lee Curtis, give yourself a point. Okay, now where am I here? Oh, yeah. So, what are the 2 robots who were Luke Skywalker's buddy? I'm sure this should be an easy one for almost everyone. I'm looking for C-3PO and R2-D2. I still remember them. Still remember when that movie came out. Oh my gosh, that was such a big thing when the first Star Wars came out. Yes, I see some of the right answers here. If you said R2-D2 and C-3PO, that's a mouthful. Then give yourself a correct for the right answer. All right, number 9. How many movies were Jimmy Stewart and Kim Novak in together? If you said 2, then you're right. They did 2 different movies together. They did Vertigo and they did Bell, Book, and Candle. Vertigo and Bell, Book, and Candle. Bell, Book, and Candle might be a good one to watch for Halloween. I am actually looking for fun Halloween. We're going to do actually the day after Halloween because of trick-or-treaters, but we have some friends coming down and we're going to watch a scary movie. Well, we were going to watch a scary movie. I was going to watch, what's that one, Robert, where they all have to be quiet? The one that they have to, I forget what it's called, but the aliens will get them if they make noise since they're all sticking around being quiet. But anyway, my sweetie said, no, that's probably not a good idea. That one's really, really scary, and it will make your heart race in a not good way. So we're going to look for a movie that's not quite so scary. So who knows? I might have to do Bell, Book, and Candle or Ghost. One of those, down to those two. Okay, so if you said 2, then you're correct. Number 10. What was the name of the cat in the movie Bell, Book, and Candle? Oh, it's The Quiet Place. Yeah, that's the. I really want to see that movie, but I'm being outvoted for fear that I will have a complete heart attack from fear. So that was the one I was thinking of, though. Yes, thank you. All right, so if you said Pie Wacket for the answer for the name of the cat in Bell, Book, and Candle, you can give yourself a C for correct. Oh, Bird Box. Mommy suggests Bird Box. So that's not scary, but that's Halloween-y. I'll have to check it out. Yes, Pie Wacket. If you said Pie Wacket, you're right. And the final answer, what was Alfred Hitchcock's biggest selling movie? It was Psycho. That was his biggest selling movie. So now we have a total possible of, because we're adding 2 more points, right, of 13 correct. So when you get a chance here, guys, start posting how many you got correct. And Gerhardt's going to be watching for that to see who our 3 top winners are. The first 3 he spots. And you guys on Instagram, please do that also. I see you there listening and lurking. If you want to post how many you got correct. Please do that now because we are watching. Lynn says she got 4 correct. Okay, there, and Patty got 5. Okay, we're moving right along. Diane had 7. Oh, Nancy's up to 8. Who can top 8? Who can top 8? We're looking. 10. Susie got 10. So far, Susie, we have Susie and Nancy at the top. I don't see anything from our Insta people. Debbie had 6. So far, we have 2 winners. Gerhardt's making notes. Cindy says she got 3. All right. I would probably, it's so easy to do this when you know the answers, when you've made up the game, right? It's like, I know all of this. What was the hardest question, you guys? Who found what question to be really, really hard? I suspect maybe the one about Daphne du Maurier. That was probably a challenge for most of you. That's a little bit of trivia that a lot of people don't know. Peggy says she did poorly. That's okay. Some of these were hard, and it's just fun to see what you know and what you don't know, and maybe you'll be inspired to watch some of these movies because these old movies really are fun to watch, and especially the scary ones. Halloween is coming, and they aren't as scary as some of those the ones that came out afterwards. Oh my gosh, I've never watched Freddy Krueger in action, and I never will. Ooh, Suzanne says another good movie is The Enchanted Cottage. Ooh. Is that like a romance? That sounds kind of fun. Very cool. The cat's name was hard. Carol said that was hard doing the cat's name. That's interesting. Number 2 and number 10 were the hardest. I got to look at the numbers. Yeah, the one about the birds. Oh, and the name of the cat. Isn't that interesting? Pyewacket. One of my writing buddies, one of her cats was named Pyewacket, which I thought was fun. Cindy said she'd had 4 if I counted Meghan Markle. We're not counting Meghan Markle. Nice try. Oh, that's funny. All right. Well, I think we've got a couple of winners here. And so you guys know what to do. I want you to message me and say, hey, I was one of the game prize winners. So be sure you message me about that. And we will make sure that you get a goodie. So I
3.
I think, well, I know 2 I counted. Do you have names?
Yeah.
Okay, Gerhardt's got names, so this is a good thing. The Spanish Man, Suzanne says, is that Halloweeny? Is that scary? Okay, I mean, it's so interesting. I'm finding all these movies that I've never heard of. This is so interesting. Well, anyway, it's time now to sing Happy Birthday. I have my little candle. Do-do-do-do-do. And we have the book. We're going to sing Happy Birthday to the man. To the man. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear man. Happy birthday to you. And many more. No, or I should say, and many sales. I'm hoping a lot of people are going to want to read this book. It's getting a good response so far, and it's going like hotcakes on Amazon. So also be sure and support if you've got your favorite local independent bookstore. If you want a signed copy, and I will post the names of the bookstores later and their phone numbers. I have 2 out here in my neck of the woods run by ladies that I really like. And one is Liberty Bay Books in Paulsbo, Washington. And the other is Ballast Books in Bremerton, Washington. And so if you want a signed copy, you can contact them and they will, I know, will be happy to ship it to you. So Suzanne says, happy birthday to my mystery. Love at First Bite. Oh my gosh, I remember that one. George Hamilton. That was really an old one. Oh my gosh, yeah. Oh golly. Anyway, so those are some fun movies, and I hope you will want to pick up a copy of the book. Thank you to those of you who pre-ordered and already have it coming or have already started it. Oh yeah, Lynn says her new book is coming from Barnes and Noble tomorrow. Yay. Thanks, Lynn. Thanks for ordering. I appreciate that. I appreciate all of you. I know a lot of you have pre-ordered, and that is much appreciated. So you're going to get rewarded for being here in person. And we're also keeping a track on, I see we've got a lot of our friends on Instagram too. And so Gerhardt is going to be taking a peek over my shoulder at those names and putting some down in the hopper. Here we have got, golly, we've got a whole bunch of you this time, which is very fun. We've got Sherry Marion, The Views of Heather Yu, And let's see, I know Kay Rarig is here, Dorothy is here, Elle Rains is here, has joined. Hopefully some of you guys got in time for our trivia game for the movies. But so here is again what we're going to be drawing for. A copy of, this is the mass market size of the 12 Months of Christmas, one of my books, Christmas books. By the way, this is kind of sad. These are not going to be around next year. They're phasing out the small mass market books, which makes me very sad, but that's kind of the way it goes. So anyway, those are going to be gone. And we're also the signed copy of Rianne Thane's new book, Snow Kiss, which was very kind to give me a copy to bring home for you guys when I was hanging out with her at the Utah Readers Luncheon. So those are some kind of fun goodies that we're going to be giving away. And I'm so happy you guys could join us. We will hope to see you next time we're doing something. This weekend's a little busy, but we are getting back on track, and I think about another week or two to doing our Sunday evening gatherings with authors. I have some really all kinds of fun and different guests lined up, and I'm very excited for you to get to meet them. It's going to be really, really cool. So keep that in mind. We'll be back to normal on doing a lot more of those before the end of the year. And I want to thank you all for joining me to party about the new book. Thank you for your support. As always, it is very much appreciated. And it's so fun because I start seeing all these familiar names. And some of you I've not met in person, but I feel like we're friends anyway. So I'm just delighted that you could join with me and help me celebrate. And now I hope you'll have something fun to do for the rest of your day or your evening. But it's been lovely. And again, thank you so very, very much for taking time out of your own busy schedules to hang out with me. Happy birthday to the man next door.